This is not a test. This is rock and roll.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, drive my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's a little bit rainy outside. How's the president job? So it's going to be constantly running the show today. Taking over. How's everybody doing?
Hanging in there for a Wednesday. I feel like I say that every morning. You're like, how are you doing? And I'm like, struggling. I need to get better about that.
Yeah, we're
But we're like barely getting by, you know? Like we make it, but it's barely.
Yeah, barely. But hey, we're here. And one thing that's been going around in the news the last couple of days has been Kylie Jenner. Yeah. So if you missed it, if you're living on a rock, Kylie Jenner had a baby. So she kept it under wraps.
Wait, had a baby?
Yeah.
She had one, yeah.
Oh, I thought she was just pregnant.
Nope. Well, she
was. That's step one.
That's step one. But she kept it under wraps for the whole duration of the pregnancy. And then on Super Bowl Sunday, she announced that she gave birth on the 1st.
Right.
So the thing is that people are like, well, whose baby is it? Well, pretty much it's Travis Scott. If you don't know who Travis Scott is, he's one of the most popular rappers right now. So her and Travis Scott have been together for a little bit of time, and it seems like they have a kid together now. So
yeah,
kind of interesting.
I don't know why people are freaking out, number one, about whose baby it is.
People love the Kardashians.
I know, but it's clearly Travis Scott's. He's in her pregnancy video that she just posted. Also, though, do you think, because I've heard this, since she did announce her, baby being born and her being pregnant for the past 9 months, do you think she did that on Super Bowl Sunday for a reason, or do you think she was just like, oh, this is time to...
No, she wanted attention.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I was thinking, like...
Yeah, because she could have did it on the 1st or the 2nd when she had the kid, but, she did it on the Super Bowl Sunday. And it was like right before the game, too, so it was enough to get people's attentions away from the game for a little bit. And then, at the same time, the game was still going on, so people were paying attention to it. But... she could have did it on the 1st or the 2nd, and she decided to make it happen that time. And yesterday, she actually revealed the name of the baby, which is, for some reason, really popular with celebrities. They like to wait to tell the name. They don't do it immediately. I don't know why that's always been a thing.
It's because they probably don't know the name. They haven't really thought about it. They're like, oh, I'm having a baby. I'm going to just say baby.
Yeah, I guess people that are diehard fans like to play the guessing game, seems like.
Yeah, I don't think it's because they don't know the name of their child. I think it's a publicity stunt.
Yeah, absolutely, just to get hype up. And Kylie's kid's name is Stormy Webster.
Stop.
Jenner.
Stop.
Stormy.
Stop.
Stormy.
That's the Hurricanes mascot. She named her child after our hockey team's mascot.
After you say the word Webster, you say Stormy Webster. It sounds like stormy weather.
It does.
Yeah, if you say it really fast.
Stormy Webster.
Or after a few drinks. Hey, stormy weather.
Oh, my goodness.
Also, Travis Scott isn't really attractive. I just looked him up.
Yeah, I love Travis Scott. I was hype.
I mean, he's got like 6 dreads. Not like a bunch of dreads. He has like 6 random dreads sticking out of his head.
He has 3 of them like this side, 3 on the other side. He does look weird. I'm not gonna lie.
He looks like an octopus on his head. Just like I don't know how many legs an octopus has.
8. Welcome to college.
Wait, do squids have 6?
I think squids do have 6, actually.
Yeah.
But I feel like this happens all the time in Hollywood. The really, really hot girls always end up with these guys where you're like, I'm sorry, what? Mandy Moore, I just looked up her husband.
Yeah.
And I was unimpressed because I find her to be absolutely beautiful. And her husband is like, not ugly. I mean, Travis Scott is, I'm not going to say it, but Mandy Moore's husband is not super attractive. And I find her gorgeous.
Wait, who's Mandy Moore?
Mandy Moore, she plays...
she's gorgeous.
Yeah. So it took 2 seconds. I mean, she's in a lot of stuff. I want to say the only thing I know her from, though, is This Is Us, and then
of course.
A Walk to Remember. But she's in a lot of other stuff, too.
Okay, interesting.
Now let's check out her husband.
Hey, maybe Travis Scott has a great personality, all right?
I'm sure he does.
Maybe he does, yeah.
I'm sure he does.
Unless he's, like, rapping and rhyming in every single sentence that he says, I wouldn't be with him.
I would.
I need the rapper to, like, continually rhyme for me in everything he says.
That gets so annoying.
Yeah, and Travis Scott's known for his ad-libs, so if you ever hear a Travis Scott song, he's always like, yeah, it's lit. Like, it's auto-tune in the background, so
I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that for a living.
You literally could, but he's good at production, and his rap skills are pretty solid, but he's really known for his ad-libs for sure, so that's why people know him too. And Kylie Jenner also posted a video right after the announcement.
Yes, I saw that.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Is it a field trip?
Okay. It's interesting because, like, the video that she posted about her pregnancy is, like, just basically this journey, I guess, of, you know, her and her family kept it a secret. I mean, people were not talking about it. Like, her sisters would go on talk shows and they'd be like, so Kylie's pregnant, is she? And they'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I mean, that's some trust right there, because she wanted to keep it a secret, as well as her friends. None of her friends were sellouts. I mean, they kept it a secret too for 9 whole months, probably. I mean, even a little bit longer, because until Kylie announced it after she was born, right?
Yeah.
So the video just kind of talks about her pregnancy journey after the fact. And she said that she wanted to keep it a secret because of stress reasons. And she just, like, she wanted to have the experience with her child and not with the rest of the world. And honestly, like, I'm kind of impressed by that. I think that's a pretty good move on her end. Like, honestly, like, that's impressive. Coming from a Kardashian that is constantly sharing their life with everybody, I'm not saying, like, I'm a huge fan of them or anything, but, like, I'm quite impressed with her mother moves there.
Yeah, I agree, too, because they're always in the spotlight, and people were saying that there's a way they can get money out of the situation, but she just posted it on Twitter in a video, and that was basically it, so it was a little shocking.
Well, the Kardashians shouldn't even be famous in the first place, but that's a conversation for another day. With all these couples going around and everything, and since we are in 2018, and we've had some pretty bad celebrity breakups this year. Yeah, Chris Pratt, Anna Faris.
Oh, but hey, he's single now, so.
Oh no.
Very, very sad, but we do have reason to celebrate because we have several couples that are still together, that have been together for like 10 to 20 years now.
Okay.
That's impressive for Hollywood.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. So we're first going to start with Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi.
Okay, couple of the year, couple of the century. I am in love with them. I love everything they do. I love Ellen to death. I mean, who dislikes Ellen?
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
Ellen is literally the nicest person ever. She's a beautiful soul. So.
Yes.
Well, they had been dating for 3 years when they got married back in 2008, and now they're still together.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They'll be celebrating their 10-year anniversary in August.
It's crazy. It's crazy to think that Ellen turned 60 a couple of days ago.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that?
She doesn't look 60.
Well, yeah, because she's in Hollywood. So she has the makeup. She has the doctors to help her skin. She has the TV cameras that probably, you know, she's like, put a filter on that, you know. But, like, man, her skin. I'm jealous of her skin. It is gorgeous. And she's 60, and I can't see a wrinkle. Maybe I'm not wearing my glasses, but still.
Wow. Okay.
I love Ellen. Sorry. I really do. I love her.
Next up in the sports world, we have Ayesha and Steph Curry.
Oh, yeah.
They apparently knew each other since they were 14 and 15. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, they knew each other when they were 14 and 15, and then they didn't date until a few years later. And obviously, I mean, they were about 19 when the photo that I'm looking at was posted, and they're really young here. But, I mean, they got married in 2011, and they're still parents of 2 daughters. So.
And also, they're expecting a 3rd child as well.
Ooh.
They'll just announced like a week ago. So, yeah, they've been
for
together for a
them.
minute.
All right, then we got Beyonce and Jay-Z. In 2008, Beyonce and Jay-Z got married, and now, I mean...
They're together, but, like...
Yeah. I mean, they've moved past their issues.
Yeah, I think so. It seems like it, but...
I still disagree with everything that they're still together.
I mean, like,
she deserves
kudos.
better.
Okay, yes, she deserves better, but kudos to them for lasting 10 years and working through, you know, marriage struggles. Because number one, marriage is hard enough.
Yeah.
Only like 50% of marriages last.
Yeah.
And then number two, to be marriage in Hollywood. And then to go through struggles like that and work through it and know that everybody is judging you for it, like, give them some props. Like, I mean, did he cheat on her?
Yeah.
No, he definitely did.
But, like, you know, props to them for working through that and sticking together, especially because they have kids, you know?
Yeah.
3 of them.
Do they really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
3
they do. Because the other one was a twin.
I thought, wow, I thought they had 2. Man.
I did too, but
That's blown.
twins.
Yeah, no.
2 and 1.
Before the show, I was reading rumors that they're going to have a 4th via surrogacy, but that's a rumor. Don't go tell your friends. Yeah, I really don't know. Now, this couple, this power couple right here, Victoria and David Beckham, they started dating in 1997, and they're still married. And then they got married in, 2008? They have 3 boys, and they're still together. So this marks
Yeah.
19
11 years. They dated 11 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got to make sure you like the person.
For 11 years?
Yeah, and also
That's a
probably
long
David was
time.
starting his career too, so that kind of put a damper on things for a little bit. And then whenever he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm successful. I got this. I'm the man. Let's get
Fair.
married."
And then the last one I'm going to talk about, there's a whole bunch more, but Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Been dating for a year back in 2008, and now they are together still. They've been, 10 years later, married, I guess.
Are they
And
married?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. They're
Okay.
definitely married, but his latest album, I forget what it's called, something in the Woods.
Man of the Woods. Yeah.
Man of the Woods was actually inspired by Jessica Biel, and she shows up in one of the music videos as well. I think in the song Montana, or at least from what I was reading in the interview, the song Montana is about when he proposed to her back in Montana. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
It's so cheesy. Oh my
Cheesy. Yeah,
goodness.
I was like, oh, this is kind of cute. This kind of, and then I wrapped around. And I was like, cheesy, lame, cliche.
Yeah.
No, but I love JT. But spring break is coming up. Are you going to be staying in a hotel or an Airbnb? We'll be talking about that next on the Morning App. And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
Good morning. Really? I could say good morning and everyone laughs at me. I don't know what was different about that.
I don't know what. It's always Kristen. I look at her. And I'm
good morning.
It's just because every time that we come back out of a break or something like that, you are like struggling a little bit. And it's just really funny to observe because you also have to talk. So you're a mess on the surface, but then you talk and you're like, good morning, everything is fine.
Well, yeah, you have to lie.
No, I mean, it's great.
Fake it till you make it.
It's quite impressive.
I've
It just
been
makes me
faking
laugh.
it for so long. I'm tired.
Aren't we all every day, every single day, every moment?
Well, don't worry. You will get to rejuvenate. Spring break is coming up soon.
Yeah, dog.
So, I don't know if you guys are doing anything.
Oh,
I'm saving money this spring break.
So are you going to be staying here?
Yeah, probably. Or
In
back
Boone?
home.
Oh.
Or back in Raleigh. Who knows? But, interestingly enough, everybody's already talking about spring break. They're booking their plans. They're doing their thing. But will you be staying in a hotel or an Airbnb? That's the question here. And apparently millennials prefer hotels still, which is interesting.
Really?
I love the hotels.
Huh.
Yeah.
You know why?
The free breakfast.
No. Do they have free breakfast?
Most hotels do.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have vouchers.
I don't know where you're
You know
staying.
why, though? Hotels have the free blow dryer in every bathroom.
Oh my, here we go.
Airbnbs come with those too.
Oh, do they? I've never been to one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm indifferent.
So if you don't know what an Airbnb is, basically it is this nationwide house room rental type thing.
Yeah.
So like you can rent either a whole house or a room. I have rented both. I've rented a room and a house before through Airbnb, and both have been really great experiences.
Yep.
I like them. You don't have to talk to anybody because like you kind of just get there, and you know there's a key or a code that you have to punch in to get to the house,
Right.
and then they reset it for the next guest or whatever. It usually comes with everything you need, so like dishes and stuff like that. You don't have to buy like paper plates. It comes with like shampoo and conditioner too, just like a hotel would. So it's essentially the same thing, but it has tended to be cheaper from what I have noticed than a hotel room. But if I could afford a hotel, I think I would rather stay there.
Yeah.
Just because of the free breakfast, honestly, would be really nice. I like the privacy of an Airbnb though, so sometimes that is nice too. But that's essentially what it is. And millennials actually, which is 20 to 36, is what the survey is saying because it changes every single day what generation we are. But ages 20 to 36 still prefer full service hotels over Airbnb options. And so 52% basically said that they would regularly or occasionally use Airbnb.
Really?
Now, how are the beds in the Airbnb? Are they like really nice mattresses?
Well,
Because
they're usually decent. I mean,
well,
it depends on where you go. I mean, there's really cheap Airbnbs and there's more expensive ones. So you have that option too, just like hotels. You can rent a motel or you can go and get something really luxurious. So it kind of depends on the price range. Some of the beds I've stayed in are like really, really nice and like kind of like clouds. So that's pretty nice.
because a lot of the hotels I've stayed in, those beds are magical.
Really?
Maybe it's just I'm so tired, but
think you
those
stay in really
those
nice
beds
hotels.
are really nice.
I think you say it's like the Embassy Suites or like
Well,
something
Right.
really
I don't mean to
high-end,
brag, but you know.
I'm over here sleeping in my car.
But no,
But, yeah, that's
I
interesting.
do enjoy the breakfast. I like personally stealing like a couple yogurts from it
course
and then
you do.
eating it throughout the day
Of course.
because why not? That's what it's there for.
I'm a
Like,
fan
stuff
of
in
the
my pocket.
waffle maker.
Oh, yes.
A waffle maker is where it's at.
Okay, I agree with that.
See, that takes too much time, and then you have everyone lining up behind you, and it gets stressful, and they're all just like looking at you. They're like, "Come on, make your waffle." I'm like, "It's cooking, leave me alone." Same with the eggs. Like if you have to make your own eggs, I think, or is that not a thing? Maybe that's not.
I
No,
don't know.
they made the eggs.
How many hotels have you
man.
stayed in?
A good bit.
Really?
Yeah.
We must have different
I've
experiences.
done some broadcasting gigs where I travel.
Maybe
Yeah.
we're staying in. I'm in a different budget than you are.
Maybe so.
Waffle maker's stressful. Same with at Central. Same with that Trivet when you went there. Everyone's waiting on the waffle maker. I'm like, I can't do it. I just can't.
Hotels also have pools. They have room service. They have customer service. So I think the Airbnb option is good if you are looking to save money because sometimes too you can rent a room within a house where people are staying and living. So then you do have to like socially interact. But sometimes you can just get a house and you won't have to see the owner at all.
Yeah, and also I think with Airbnb, it's more reliable if you need to get somewhere really quick. Like you had a last minute trip you need to go on. It's like for me, for example, I went to LA this summer and it was like a week that I had to get a flight, had to get somewhere to stay, and I was like, Airbnb, of course, and it was near USC, and so I rented a room, and so there were USC students that were like living there. So like,
nice.
when I would go to the convention center for my event that I was at, I would like walk past them, and they're like, oh hey, how you doing? I was like, oh hi, nice to meet you, and just keep it like really.
Howie, I get App State.
Yeah, I was like, I'm from North Carolina. They're probably just like,
Where's that?
where's North Carolina?
Above South Carolina.
You're one of those country folk, something like that. But I think Airbnb and hotels, either or, you can do wonders with both of them. So
Yeah, it's a really interesting experience. So if you haven't done an Airbnb yet, I encourage you to see if you enjoy it more than a hotel. But Boone doesn't have Airbnb yet, so we're still waiting on that.
yeah, I think they do actually, but it's very limited.
I think like Blowing Rock has it.
Yeah.
So it's like you can kind of go to Boone. But
Yeah, that'll work. And if you are looking for some cheap places to stay during the spring break, well, I got some stuff for you. So for spring break last year, me and Kristen, we went to Colorado, and actually it was pretty cheap in comparison to going somewhere else. It was pretty cheap.
We did not end up spending as much money as I thought we were
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah, like I think on my cruise I'm going on this spring break, I spent more on than I did in Colorado, which
Yeah.
is crazy to think about.
When we grouped together a spring break plan, we put in a lot of people into our group, which helped bring costs down. We drove instead of flying, which, wasn't the better option. It saved us a lot of money because
Yeah.
I think we ended up getting there and back between all of us for $80 of
Yeah.
gas.
Yeah.
Which
not
is
bad.
cheaper than a flight. And then we also were able to drive around Colorado. So like we weren't just like in Denver. We could
Yeah,
go
but-
anywhere in Colorado because we had a car.
You put a ton of miles on your car, though.
I put about 3,000 miles on my car. It was about 1,500 there and back. So I was like, oh, that's just an oil change worth, Like, I
Yeah.
can do it.
How's your car
But
doing now?
now it's struggling. But I don't think it was because of Colorado. I think
No.
it's just timing.
Yeah.
Well, because highway miles are better than neighborhood miles. Listen, I'm just justifying it here. Okay, let
it
me.
went through a lot, but if you're looking for some really quick, cheap destinations for spring break, the top one is Myrtle Beach for 12 nights.
Love
No,
Myrtle.
Of course,
dirty
but the dirty
Myrtle.
Myrtle.
No.
I love Myrtle Beach. I went there all the time as a kid.
That place is a trashy spring break destination.
Oh, yeah.
But
Well,
I mean,
we're
like,
trashy people.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to be fun.
Fair enough. Number 2 is going to be Anaheim, California. Number
Oh.
3
Yeah.
is Orlando, of
Okay.
course. San Diego for Josh. He loves San Diego, so that'd be for him. Number 5 is New Orleans. Number 6 is San Juan. Puerto Rico. Number 7 is Barcelona. 8
Barcelona is not going to be cheap. I don't know why
I don't
it's
know.
on that list.
The flights might not be as expensive as you think.
Maybe.
Maybe so.
I don't know. International flights are always at least like over what, 600?
It depends. It depends on the airline because some of them can do it for relatively cheap, but some of them are really expensive.
I just like saying Barcelona.
You don't say it right.
Barcelona,
I
Spain.
don't care. It sounds good to me.
My goodness. And then the last 3 is Honolulu, Miami Beach, and Cancun. So,
Interesting.
yeah, those are the
Interesting.
cheap spots.
When I thought I had money, actually half of those spots were on my list for spring break. But then I decided I don't even have a dime, so I'm not going anywhere.
Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. Save your money.
I'm going to be going to the always great destination of Polk County in North Carolina.
Ooh,
The
fancy.
old retirement community. But on the other side of the break, we'll play our usual game of Would You Rather here on the Morning App.
App on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
90.5 WASU. It is 8:34 on this lovely Wednesday morning. Kristen, what's it like today? How's the temperature?
High of 48, low of 24. BoonWeather.com says it's going to be rainy pretty much all day. But the rest of the week, we just have to suffer through one day of rain, and then the rest of the week looks pretty nice. Warmer temperatures than we have been seeing, so that's nice. That's nice.
No.
I'm kind of getting tired of Snowden.
No.
What? No, I want more snow.
I need more classes canceled.
This is crazy because at the beginning of the semester, I was like, I want snow, and now I'm tired of it. And you guys want it, and you didn't want it at the beginning.
No, I did.
Yeah.
I always want snow.
Just to cancel class.
Yeah. but I do like it too. It's prettier. It's nice seeing it come down.
But it's honestly, I have realized, I do love snow, but now that I live off campus, I'm realizing how difficult it is making for me to get around and do stuff. And so, I mean, I'm just tired of sitting in my apartment on the snow days. I want to go out and do things.
I'm not. I got way too much to do. I need a break.
I think we all do. Yeah, we all deserve a break.
And it's only week 3? I'll think about that. It's only week 3.
Can you believe
need a
that?
break.
Only 95 days left of the semester.
Someone's counting down.
Because Kristen's ready. She's ready to get out of here. She said, I'm out. Bye, Felicia.
All right. Well, it's time for our regular Wednesday. I say game. It's not really a game, but it's like a thinking. It's a thinking
it's a
game.
game.
Okay.
It's kind of a game.
I'm going to stretch the brain muscles a little bit. Okay. No Taylor in today, but we'll be able to talk about it. Would you rather see what was behind every closed door or be able to guess the combination of every safe on the first try?
Ooh.
Combination.
Okay, good.
What was the first one again?
Would you rather see what was behind every closed door?
What would you rather see what's behind every closed door?
Is this like physically closed doors, or is this like the paths of your lives? These doors, they are closed.
Yeah,
no,
and you
it's
get to
a
pick
physical
one.
door. We're not that deep.
Oh, are you serious? A physical door?
It's like a wood door, a metal door.
That's safe.
Yeah, right?
I mean, you don't even want to think about the regular
No.
door?
I mean, unless it was a puppy behind it.
How many safes? Yeah, but you don't know unless you look.
But see, listen.
How many safes do you go by?
Okay, but how many doors do you open that you're scared of what's behind it? Like none?
Well, no. I'm not saying you open. I'm saying literally when you're walking down hallway after hallway after hallway,
Okay.
you can look, you can see what's behind every single door that's closed. You don't have to open it. You don't have to do anything. No one even has to know that you're seeing what's behind the door.
Right, but what I'm saying is how many doors do I walk past that are closed that there's something really interesting going
I don't know,
behind?
places of work, restaurants. I mean, you could go to the White House and look down the corridors and see everything that's going on in the secret places, even in stadiums. You could go see stadium. If you're walking through a locker room, you can literally see all the players and everything. You can do all that. Sorry, I'm really just making a push for it.
I kind of see where you're going at it, but
how many safes do you actually go up to and are able to?
None, but if I knew how to unlock all of them, then a ton.
yeah, I'm gonna be a robber. That's not even the right term, but I'm a robber.
But also, I lock myself out of stuff a lot of the time, so it'd be helpful to be able to pick the lock or guess the code or whatever.
Yeah,
that's only to a safe.
Come on,
Every
can
safe.
it apply to doors too?
The question says safe.
Okay, the answer is safe for me.
No, the answer is definitely safe. I just wanted to try and persuade you guys, because
No, the
then
answer
you
is safe.
could be a robber.
Robber.
Yeah, you really
Robber.
could be a robber.
No, robber.
Yeah, we're the good kinds that don't
You
get
guys
caught.
are the worst.
Okay, here's another door question.
Oh,
Would
here's a theme.
Those are the first two. Would you rather not be able to open any closed doors, locked or unlocked, or not be able to close any doors?
Would you not be able to open closed
any
doors?
closed doors ever? So
Or-
literally, if the door to the station you cannot open, you are not allowed to open.
So you have to get somebody else to knock.
Or would you not be able to close any doors? These door questions are thinkers.
I think I'll leave the door open. Right?
You'd be not
I would
able to
the door.
close any doors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
one.
think that's.
You'd rather open doors than not close them.
Now you're just making it confusing. Okay, I would rather leave doors open, never have them be able to close, than to not be able to open a closed door.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, when you think about it too, it can get really deep because you're like, oh, I want all the doors to be open and I want to be able to open the closed doors, But no, seriously though, because I mean, part of me was like, oh, closing doors is really helpful, especially when you need to get stuff done and you don't want people to bother you.
Yeah.
But I'm an extrovert, so I love when people bother me.
And plus, you can put headphones in, so.
Yeah, or just ignore them.
Just ignore them.
To be fair, you run into doors all the time, so it'd basically be no different. I mean,
Do not run into doors. Do not put
No,
lies out
actually,
there.
you missed the door and hit the wall. Sorry,
Yes.
my mistake.
That is accurate.
Yeah, I think I really don't know. I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool to not be able to open any closed doors. Like, it wouldn't be cool, but it'd be like maybe someone can open it for me.
So you would just hire somebody.
Yeah, someone follow
You would
me
go
around.
You would look like one of those people that's just so annoying and has everybody do everything for them.
Yeah.
That's what you would
Yeah.
look. You would look like a snob if you hired somebody to open your doors.
But what if my dude is cool? What
Does
if
this
he's a
apply
cool
to
dude?
car doors?
Yeah.
That would be
You'd rather not be
frustrating.
able to open any closed
Oh,
doors.
I mean, I have to drive on the
Wait,
highway.
that would mean
Oh.
you would have to drive with your doors open in the car
Yeah.
because you can't close the car. You can't close
Yeah,
the
if
door.
you're not
Get a
able to
Jeep.
yeah. You can't close your doors.
What
Get
if?
an off-road Jeep.
Yeah.
In Boone in the winter.
What if you just like had a pulley system, so you couldn't close the door, but you could press a button and it would maneuver things to
I mean,
close
if
doors?
you can do that, sure, but you cannot physically close the door yourself.
Okay.
You
Okay,
have
that's
if
fine.
You have a system. That's
So you just park on hill, and then gravity takes care of the door.
Yeah. Yeah. There you
yeah.
go.
There you go.
Or when you're driving along the road, right up, you like just gotta scrape a car so it'll hit like.
There
shut
you
the
go.
door
Yeah,
shut.
okay, there you go.
Or like
There you go.
have two trees at the end of your driveway.
Ah, you plant them, and then years
Yeah.
later. So the first couple of years are rough, but.
We took this really deep, like
Yeah,
really
this-
far.
this is too far.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, this one's sad. Would you
Oh.
rather? It's sad in a weird way. Would you rather be constantly tired no matter how much you sleep, or constantly hungry no matter what you eat?
Well, I am both all the time.
So which do you prefer? This one's sad in the
Ooh.
fact that I don't want to be either.
You know, I guess I would say hungry, because that means I would continue to eat because I love food. So
Yeah,
My
but no ma-
600
but
pound
again,
life.
yeah.
But no matter how much you ate, you'd always still feel that hunger. You might know that like really bad feeling of hunger
Yeah.
where you're just like dying there. You would always feel that.
Yeah, well, I kind of feel that a lot, like all the time, actually. So every time I eat one thing, I'm like, ooh, more food because I'm still hungry. Like right now, I'm hungry. I want breakfast. So,
I want breakfast too, and I just ate breakfast.
so look, I think I would do constant hunger because I am
Yeah.
tired of being tired.
See,
So-
yeah, I would choose hungry too because, well, at first I was like, well, if you're tired, that'll affect your work and your daily life. But I feel like if you're hungry too, that could distract you from work. But I'm better at combating hunger than I am tiredness because when I'm tired,
you're not.
I just don't want to do anything. But if I'm hungry, I can ignore it and like keep going.
You just ask everyone, do you have any food? Do you have any meal plan money? Can I have some food?
I mean, I'm a struggling senior. Like, give me a break.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
4 years of college, man, that'll turn you broke.
I'll turn you broke.
Yeah. So coming up next, we have our relationship segment. Stay tuned on the morning app. And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU. 8:46 on this lovely Wednesday morning. I say lovely loosely because we've been struggling this morning, so I hope that you are having a better start to the day than we are. But hopefully this will get you going. It is time for our relationship segment. You know, why do we even have that soundbite? Howie sings it every time.
You should get me. Oh, it's a great idea. You should record one of me singing it. Yes. That's a future idea.
If you get to do that one, I get to do Baby Don't Hurt Me.
Yes.
Actually, Baby Don't Hurt Me.
No, guys, stop.
Let's make it happen. I love it.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry, I see a microphone. I just burst in a song.
It's probably a bad move on your part.
That's what they tell me.
But it is time for our relationship segment. We do this at the end of the show every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But right now, Valentine's Day is around the corner.
Love. Ooh.
Love's in the air. Valentine's Day is around the corner. But does this mean you guys are spending it by yourself, or are you spending it together?
No, me and Howie are together.
Yeah. Wait. We talked about this. I don't know.
Oh.
We'll talk about this later. We'll talk about it.
No, that's cool.
But no. So it's on the 14th, right? 14th?
Yes, every year.
See, this is why I don't get this a lot. Last time I dated somebody through Valentine's Day was high school.
Okay.
So it's been a while since I've had it. So I'm gonna be by myself, basically.
But do you? I don't know. Last year, I knew some people that were like sulking because they were single for Valentine's Day, and they were like, I'm gonna wear like, all black and be sad, or like I'm gonna, just like sulk in my apartment and be all sad and cry and watch movies. Like, who does that? Why would you do that? No.
Well, number one, if you're in a relationship, I mean, not every day should be like as extreme maybe as Valentine's Day is, but it's still, you should be like caring and trying to do your best to make the other person feel good every single day. Yeah. So, I mean...
Yeah, Valentine's Day, sure.
Nothing special.
No, it's not. But like, I really get bothered when people who are single will just be upset because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Like they're like, I'm single and this is the worst day of the year, and like all these other couples are so annoying. And I'm like, no, listen, Valentine's Day is about celebrating love. It doesn't matter who you are with. Yeah. Celebrate it with your parents or with your best friend. Like, don't sit around your apartment and be sad about it. I don't know. That bothers me so much because, like, number one, I hate negative energy. Yeah. And that's like just 12 times negative, right?
Yeah.
So turn your Valentine's Day around. Be positive if you are single. Celebrate you. I have some things that you can do to spend Valentine's Day with yourself. Make a reservation at a fancy restaurant with you and your friends.
Yeah.
Have a fam dinner.
I thought you were going to say by yourself. I'm like, that's a little awkward.
That's a little sad.
Reservation for one, please.
No.
Are you sure just one? Yeah, I'm sure.
My dog couldn't make it.
No, but like, you go out to eat with your friends all the time, but go to a fancier restaurant, celebrate a little bit.
Yeah.
You can pamper yourself, go to the newest bar downtown, foster a pet.
Get wasted.
Foster a pet. Foster a pet,
Foster a pet, or go to the animal shelter and snuggle an animal on that day. You can treat yourself and, however you find best, like get a mani or pedi, go on a shopping spree, whatever you want to do. Karaoke bars are a great way to spend Valentine's Day just with your friends. You can host a night in with them, hosting a movie night at your place. Another one that I really like, and I feel like I want to do just more of in general, but, you can do this if you're celebrating you on Valentine's Day. Get out of your comfort zone.
How so, though? How would
intriguing.
Getting out of our comfort zone is finding a girlfriend, Howie.
All right, fair enough. Fair play.
You could take a cooking class or a dance class, or, I don't know, just develop a new skill or jump out of a plane. I mean, whatever you want. Not what I would do, but I mean, that's way too far out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
But yeah, or you could just be someone else's date for the evening, you know? Just like, even if you're just friends or, your parents, go on a father-daughter date. I'm sure he would love that, or a mother-son date. That's just a really nice way to spend the day,
Yeah. Normally during these situations, I always have like one of my lady best friends, and I'm like, hey, you want to be a Valentine? I'm like, yeah, sure. Just because like we're single and why not? We're friends. Just be Valentine's.
Exactly.
What's wrong
so
with it?
Don't sulk in the sadness of being single on Valentine's Day. Celebrate you.
Yeah.
Turn that negativity into positivity.
Celebrate you. And people like me and Josh, still single, but we have our personality, all right? They might hate on our looks, Josh, but we have our personality. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
We're
our
great
personality
guys.
is fantastic.
Yes, yes.
Oh, my gosh.
And so personality, according to this article, is more important than looks to most people. So basically, there was a new survey from Planet Fitness Valentine's Day poll that says 92% of people say they prefer a partner with good personality to one with a great body.
Okay, wait. We're getting life advice from Planet Fitness. The place where
Fitness.
literally people go to look better, not to have a good personality.
They say 92% say they want a personality instead of that body, which is kind of weird.
19%?
92, sorry.
Oh.
92.
I was like, well, that's the minority there.
I'm not sure I believe Planet Fitness.
I don't know. That's kind of interesting to take note of. 92% of people would rather do that.
This is interesting because I have seen this go both ways, right? I know I have friends out there who are just looking for people that have the look. They are just looking for people with muscles or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, they're not going to get a relationship out of it.
Yeah.
But if you're out there looking for a personality, I mean, they might, but 10 times, 9 times out of 10, it just is kind of like a fling because you're physically attractive.
Let me tell you, couples who live together stay together.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But like then I have girlfriends out there that are looking for that personality first and foremost, and looks can come second. Physical attraction is important in a relationship, but at the end of the day, if you grow old together, where's that physical attractiveness going?
Yeah.
You're going to have wrinkles and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
I'm going to be a buff old dude.
with wrinkles,
With wrinkles.
gray hair,
Maybe
there's
it'll
some
be-
stuff you cannot stop.
Yeah. But more stuff for that poll, too. 81% of people say they're looking for a partner with a good personality. 76% of people said they want someone with a good sense of humor. So, Josh, I think you're out of the cut there. But, good personality, you got that one.
I'm sorry, Kristen's the not funny one. We know this.
Who's
I was
in a
waiting for it.
relationship here?
Oh!
Who's in a relationship? No, but
Humorless one.
Clap back.
no, but seriously, like, I think that is one of my favorite aspects about my relationship is that he makes me laugh so much. And that's so important, because, like, at the end of the day, if you can laugh together, like, you'll stay together.
Yeah.
Not if you live together, Josh.
No, lifting together. I'm telling you.
That's kind of cute.
Couple. I know.
Oh my gosh.
I wish I had someone I could lift with. That'd be great.
Yeah, man.
Telling you.
Because, hey, she motivated me to go to the gym because I won't go on my own. So I need somebody to motivate me. But also, according to the survey, too, 57% of people would like to meet someone at a coffee shop when they're meeting somebody.
Stop.
Interestingly
that's so
enough,
cliche.
57%. So Starbucks. Ooh, I love your
At a
vanilla soy
coffee
latte.
shop?
Okay, so people want to meet people randomly in public, basically.
Yeah, which I guess is kind of good.
I don't know.
Rather
I
than
like
social media.
it's better than social media
Yeah.
because you're doing it in real life. But
I prefer the near-death experiences where, someone gets kidnapped and I have to go save them and then we fall in love. Yeah.
how many girlfriends do you have?
I'm waiting for that near-death experience, okay? It's coming.
And then we talk about being out in public. 48% would like to meet them at a party,
No.
which is
My cousin gave me some really great advice when I first got to college. I was single when I first got here, and I was just like kind of looking for something, as most girls are, but they don't want to admit.
Yeah.
They're looking for something. And she was like, listen, you're not going to find a long-term relationship at the bars or
Yeah.
at a party. You're just not. Those are the kind of guys or the start of a relationship that you're not going to want anyways.
Because you won't remember it.
fair enough. And lastly, Josh, 30% say they like to meet at the gym. So
Look at that.
There you go.
I'm telling you, gym is where it's at because you're
Gym
all
is where
like,
it's at.
give me that dumbbell. And I'm like, I'm finished with it. It's your dumbbell.
I can imagine Josh just start flexing on everybody in the gym. Like, oh, look at these muscles. Oh.
And then he'd like run into the weight rack.
That happens more times than you think. Wait, the worst is when you're running on a See, I'm glad I have like Bluetooth earbuds now because when you're running on a treadmill with your earbuds and you drop your phone and it falls between your legs, unplugs your cord, and then you trip and fall trying to get it while you're still running on the treadmill, and then you're just like face plant.
Sounds like this is something that happened to you.
It's happened a lot. Everyone's just looking at you. Everyone purposely stops their treadmill to look at you as your like face is rubbing against the treadmill trying to pick up your phone. Like, it's just bad.
Well, we just got to keep moving. And on the morning app, thank you so much for tuning in on this Wednesday morning. We'll be back on Friday with Dovey Das. We're going to play in real or fake news. So tune in. Have a good Wednesday, and we'll see you then.